In this video, we're going to watch the body camera video of an experienced police officer, military veteran. He's a DUI cop, and he does a thorough investigation. Now, there's a lot of issues on both sides of the equation. My client has a lot of issues, and this particular case also brings up a lot of significant legal issues. I think there's like 15 of them. Now, I'm going to use this one video as a core piece of content, and over the upcoming months and years potentially, I'm going to point back to it when I discuss key legal components. Today, we're going to do an overview. I might dive deep into one or two of the legal issues, but for the most part, we're just issue spotting this. Issue spotting is the legal term used in law school. It trains a lawyer's brain to look at a set of facts and identify all the potential legal obstacles that might be there. We're doing issue spotting. Stick around. I got to say thank you before we get started because you guys are blowing this channel up. It means more to me than you can imagine. Thank you. Thank you. My goal here is not to bash on anybody. It's not about the people we're looking at. I'm going to blur out the video. I'm not trying to call anybody out. But these videos that I'm using are real world examples of how our government and police system work. We have a government of checks and balances. That's how it's formed. I am a check against government encroachment.
Got here. I got my camera on.
That's
too.
fine. Let's make sure.
One got here, and I guess he was asleep. She called for a back. I showed up. I was the second unit here,
okay.
And he, slurred speech and all that. I asked him, hey, what's going on? Are you tired? He said, I'm going through a divorce. And his airbag is out. So I'm like, hey, were you in an accident? He's like, no, that was yesterday. So then he hands me his BAC meter, and I'm like, what is BAC? Are you diabetic? He's like, no, that's blood alcohol level. He's like, okay, well, so what do you need this for? You been drinking? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, I'm on probation for DUI. He admits it too, so I'm running him right now.
Car's running?
No, I turned it off already.
But it was running.
He had the key in the ignition, but somehow he got here.
So that's fine. I just wanted to make sure about the actual physical and all that stuff.
Yeah. He had the key in the ignition. I don't know if it was running by her.
Okay.
Tango 27, go ahead.
All right, I'm going to go talk to her.
Okay, so what you saw there was the officer get an initial brief from the first officer on the scene. And you'll find it's not the actual first officer on the scene, it's the first sworn officer on the scene. You may or may not be aware, but not all police officers do DUI investigations. There's usually like one guy in the squad that will do them, or some people just don't do them at all. Some people are kind of neutral on it. And so if an officer runs across a DUI and they're a non-DUI officer, they'll oftentimes send out a message or an email alert. Hey, are there any DUI guys on that want to take this? We got a possible DUI over here. So the original police officer, the original officer was on scene as a courtesy officer. You'll meet her in a minute. The second person on scene that was with the police department is a sworn police officer, and that's the person that was just given the briefing. What you're looking through right now is the arresting officer's body cam that just got it. This is the DUI guy.
All right, I'm going to go talk to her for 1 second. I'll start it up.
Okay.
Airplane Hotel here.
What's up?
Hey. No, I was telling him a Total Wines employee flagged me down and told me that he was parked like this, but the car was still running. So when I got over here, I was knocking on the window and he wasn't responding, so I banged and banged, and he finally opened up his eyes, and I point to ignition, said turn it off.
This conversation is probably more pivotal than what you're thinking.
So then he finally figured out how to turn the car off, and then I told him to open up the door, and I asked him if he was okay, and he was like, yeah, and I said, what happened to your steering wheel? And he said, I was in an accident yesterday, but my wife is coming. And I asked him if he remembered how he got over here, and he didn't answer that. So I was like, okay. But that car was on when I got over here. It was parked, but it was on, though.
Was it in the same position it was in now?
He hasn't moved it
Nothing's
at all.
moved.
The only thing he did was just turn it off because I asked him to.
Okay. And did you have any observations of him maybe being drunk?
No, it just smelled weird in the car.
You smell weed in the car?
Weird.
Oh, weed.
Like
Yeah, I'll type a statement for you.
That's cool.
And one of the guys, employees, he said that it's been like this for about 20 minutes before
Business
I got
purpose?
there.
Yeah. Was the car running? Because I told
Yeah, I told him to turn it off.
Okay, yeah. Because I asked for the keys and he had it in the ignition.
Yeah, the interlock is expired, but he's got a business purpose on here.
Yeah. It's valid. I ran it.
Okay.
But he did say he's on probation for DUI until whenever December of next year.
Okay.
He's been really on it. I mean, he just kind of spontaneously told me all this. So, and I also got it on here. So.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, you can tell he was in a.
He hit a curb or something.
And then the airbag went out.
Well, yeah, it messed up everything right here.
Yeah, all across.
Yeah. All right.
It's up to you if you want to just park it here, or if you want to call Johnson. I can get that.
So we'll call John. We'll get Johnson's on it. Let me
I'll start.
Just let me get through. Yeah, just start the paperwork. Don't do the call yet.
Okay.
And then I'll just start over everything. Is it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm off.
You're a criminal defense attorney. The client walks in your door and he hands you this video, and you're watching it for the first time, and you've got to do an analysis on what you're going to do to fight this case.
Police department.
Okay.
Okay. Their concern was that you were in some sort of accident. Is that accurate, or was that this old damage?
No. Accurate.
Huh?
Accurate.
Where was the accident at, so we know where to go? Like, did you hit a car or something?
I did.
You did? When?
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Do you know where?
I don't know.
You don't know? You know what part of town you were in? You have no idea?
No.
Okay. Well, my understanding is that you were found in this position, like here, asleep. Okay? Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Can I go to the bathroom real quick?
Not at this time, sir. You're being detained for suspicion of DUI. Okay? Do you understand that, sir?
Yes.
All right. Do you have any weapons or anything inside the car I need to know about? Okay. Why don't you do me a favor? Can you step out here so you can talk to me for a second? Thank you, sir. We'll come on up here to the front, okay? You might want to close your fly as well.
Yep.
Thank you.
Right. I'm on probation.
You are? Okay. Can you close your fly, or you got it?
I got it.
Yeah, you handed me that.
I do have the suspicion of you being under the influence. Can you pick that up for me, please? You can put it right here. How about this? It's not going to roll. Put it right here. Put it right here. Put it right here. All right. You smell like alcohol. You're passed out. You had a BAC thing. Your eyes, you're a little wobbly. You have your fly down. Okay. You would see why I would come to that conclusion, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I want to ask you a couple of questions, but before I do that, I have to read your rights. That just means that you're not free to leave, but I want to question you about it. It doesn't mean you're under arrest at this time.
Question me.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to do that right now, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand? All right. I just need a yes or no, please.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Anything you say may be used in court against you. Do you understand?
Yes.
You have the right to talk to a lawyer before and during questioning. Do you understand?
Yes.
If you cannot afford a lawyer and want one will be provided for you before questioning without charge. Do you understand?
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything in order to get you to talk to me? You willing to answer a couple questions?
Yes.
Are you injured, first of all, from this accident? Okay. Why don't you tell me about the accident? It looks like you hit a pole or something, the way it hits, or like a tow hitch or something. Do you know what you hit?
No, I hit it. I hit a pole.
You hit a pole. So it wasn't a car. Like, you did not drive into another car. Do you know when that was?
Yesterday.
During Christmas? Do you know where that was? Okay. Why are you here?
I'm a mess.
You're a mess? What does that mean?
Just
Like, you have... Yes, sir. Like, do you have, like, family issues, financial issues, health issues?
Family, financial.
So I don't want to get into details of that. All right, that's your own personal thing. Have you been drinking today? How much have you had to drink today?
Here.
Well, just tell me what you're about to do first.
All right. I'm going to show you.
What are you going to show me? Hold on. Tell me first, okay? Because I don't want you to, like, reach in and pull out a knife and then we have an issue.
I'm
Then talk to me.
I'm not going to pull it. You can go in there and you can...
Is that your BAC thing you're trying to tell me about?
Yes.
Yeah, well, they already have it. So tell me, how much have you had to drink? What numbers-wise as far as how many drinks?
2 or 3
2 or 3 what?
drinks.
What are they, I mean?
Vodka.
Vodkas? Doubles, singles, triples?
Triples.
Or just straight out of the bottle?
No, Into the bottle.
Huh? Out of the bottle? So you just been sipping out of the bottle? Did you buy it here at Total Wine?
Yes.
So how long have you been drinking here?
Probably like twice.
No. I mean, like, since what time?
Oh.
Like, how many hours have you been here? How many minutes?
9 a.m.
So you've been here since 9 a.m. and you purchased a bottle of vodka here. What kind of vodka did you get?
Skull.
You brought a Skull vodka.
Skull.
And you've been drinking since 9 o'clock straight out of the bottle. You're not mixing your own drinks in the car, right? Okay. All right. So how much, is the bottle still in here?
Yeah.
How much of the bottle do you think you got down to? Quarter, half?
Checking the,
It's going to be in here still?
Yeah.
Okay.
Check.
On a 1 to 10 scale, of 1 being completely sober, you just woke up for the day, and 10 being you're basically down on the ground throwing up on yourself, drunk, where are you at?
I'm not drunk. I'm just divorced.
I know. Where are you at on a 1 to 10, do you think?
Probably a 5.
5. Any medicines that you take?
Visceral and Adderall.
Any of that stuff that you take? I understand that. Is any of that stuff preventing you from being able to drive? Okay. Do you have any medical condition which would prevent you from driving? Do you have any contacts on? Do you have contacts on?
My wife.
No. Do you have contacts, like in your eyes?
Oh, no.
Okay. Are those reading glasses or prescription glasses?
Reading.
They're reading glasses. So you don't need them to see me right now.
Correct.
You can see me clearly.
Correct.
Okay. Do you have any issues with your limbs, your hips, your knees, your ankles? Okay. Do you feel fine standing and walk around your shoes, standing on 1 foot if you needed to? Things of that nature? Okay. When's the last time you ate?
Probably like 8 a.m.
You know what time it is right now?
Probably like, 4 p.m.?
4 p.m.? Do you know what day it is?
12/26.
What day of the week is that?
After Christmas.
After Christmas. What day of the week is that?
It's
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Monday.
Okay. Who's president of the United States?
Donald Trump.
Excellent. And what city are we in? Ocoee? Okay. We're actually in Orlando.
Well,
You're in the Millennia area. Do you know that?
yes.
You realize that? It's also 12:30 in the afternoon.
Is it?
It is. It's 12:34. Okay. Why do you have that thing? The BAC meter? Is that like an aftermarket thing? That's not part of the old interlock device in your car?
I had it in a lot.
I know, but that's not part of it.
No.
Okay, so that's your own aftermarket thing. Okay. Why did you give it to the officer?
Huh?
Why did you give it to the officer?
It's my truck.
Okay. You see how you're parked right now?
Yeah.
You think that's normal?
No.
Did you have any medical emergency which would have caused that? No vehicle problems?
No.
No? Okay. Well, I'd like to conduct field sobriety exercises with you.
Okay.
Okay? You've been on probation for DUI. You're on probation for DUI is what you're telling me.
Yeah.
Did you do field sobriety exercises the last time?
What?
Did you do field sobriety exercises the last time? So you have the general gist of what I'm about to do right now, right?
Just I give up.
Well, I'm not asking you to surrender.
I am surrendering.
Okay? Do you want to do field sobriety exercises? You do not. You sure? Do you understand that if you decline to do field sobriety exercises that you may be subject to arrest based off of my observations alone?
Yes.
You do understand that? Okay. So knowing that, do you wish to still refuse field sobriety exercises, or would you like to do them?
I do.
You do what? Yes, sir.
I do.
I don't know what that means. Do you want to do them, or do you not want to do them?
Just
So you are telling me that you are refusing to do them. Okay. All right. Do me a favor. Turn around, sir. Put your hands behind your back. Thank you, sir. Based off my observations of being placed under arrest for DUI for being in actual physical control of a vehicle which was running at the time of the contact. You understand that, sir?
yes, sir.
Okay.
There's another aspect of this as well that has been brought up that the backup officer addressed, and that's he says, well, he got here somehow. Florida statute mandates that if there's a misdemeanor offense, which DUI is a misdemeanor, it must be directly observed by the police officer. So it's the idea that you can't say, hey, my neighbor ran a stop sign yesterday. Will you write him a ticket, officer? You can't do that because the officer has to see him run the stop sign. Just like he has to see all the elements of DUI in order to arrest somebody for DUI. It has to be taking place in their presence. But if there's a misdemeanor exception, that means the officer can investigate it and make an arrest based upon the results of his investigation. Criminal mischief is a misdemeanor exception. Battery is a misdemeanor exception. DUI is a hybrid because if this is a traffic crash, it's an exception. If this is not a traffic crash investigation, there's no exception. So there's a statute, 316. Man, I'm drawing a blank on that. I'll put it up on the screen. A police officer conducting an investigation at the scene of a crash may arrest the operator of a vehicle that he finds in violation of 316, 320, 322. That's what the law says, something like that, summarized. Man, if I got that close, I'm going to put it on the screen. If I got that close, you better hit that subscribe button. I did a call-out challenge asking you to estimate the breath alcohol level when he blew in the intoxilizer, what his BAC was. Nobody got it. So in this case, we're going to do another breath test challenge. But this time, in order to have a qualifying response, you got to give a proper breath test. We got to educate, raise the bar, right? So breath test results in a DUI case are listed with three numbers: 0.080 grams of alcohol per 210 liters of breath. So that's what you'll see. 0.08 grams of alcohol in every 210 liters of breath that was blown into the machine. So in order to qualify for this next shout out, you got to get the right answer and you got to list it properly. You got to have the right proper terminology then. Grams per 210 liters. Hit it hard, guys. Thanks for watching.